fai. Koe aho eni, koe aho e ngongo lele, ka aku tau whakalongo pe, ka paute tau tatari ka eua ke aho, e hako hakovi ki ate ki tau tolu, o ia, mo uomi koe hike tau anu o whakaha eni ki he, kau ngā whare o tui. Yesiva.
And verse 9, after they finished eating and drinking, the 4 men with leprosy, this is what they said to each other. Verse 9, and they said to each other, we are not doing right. This is the day of good news, and we are keeping it to ourselves. If we wait until daylight, punishment will overtake us. Let's go at once and report this to the royal palace.
Makai ma ona fono e na koloa pe ta po kina kina tolo e otua pe na pe kapau he kai te ta wo tala ki he kakai ki fare ki ka ma fare tui e hoko hakovi ki te ki ta tolo ka ko e ho ni ngo le lei he ko si hova ia na ane piutau pe hola e fa na ko ia ai kakai siria kai mau e monu me tapo aki he whanau koe ni, he ki toko whakiria koe ni. Na wole ma ki tua a, o tala ke kau ngā whare tui, mo e kakai, ke nau hau, o inasi whakatamo ki nau tō, he tapo a koe na nau mau e whanua koe ko siria.
You see, these 4 men with leprosy, they were not selfish. Even though they decided to go back to their hometown and tell the royal palace and tell all the people what they found in the city. Even though they had leprosy, and remember, the people once shunned them. They kicked them out of their town, didn't want anything to do with them. But when they found that good thing in the camp, they didn't want to keep it to themselves. They went back to tell everybody.
Kiria ka ni e toko wha, na nau alu lewa ki e kau ngā whare koe tui mo e kakai, tala ka te ki nau tolu. Ai tapu aki, pia kua hola ka kai siria, ke nau hau mo ki nau tolu. O inasi he tapu aki ko ia, oku nau mau he kau ki kiria koe ni.
And in the verse 10 and 11, it talks about the 4 men with leprosy went back to the gate that they used to stay at, and they shouted to the gatekeepers to tell the royal palace, to tell the people what they found in the camp of the Arameans.
Na e awato ki kau kiria koe ni, o nau, ki he pesi koe taha tolu pia na e peheange e ha toko taha. Pea ki he awato kene ki kau kiria koe ni, e toko wha, na nau tala ki he tui mo e kakai, pe na e keke roto ai tui koe ni, ke nau hau ki a pitanga tau ko ia o Siria. Koe hui na nau whakakau kau, kua malumu, hala e kau tau Siria a toi ki nau tolu.
And verse 12, and the king got up in the night and he said to his officers, I will tell you what the Arameans have done to us. They know we are starving, so they have left the camp to hide in the countryside, thinking they will surely come out, and then we will take them alive and get into the city.
E tala mai he ki whala koe ni, na ele ki tamai o eki e taha ai tui ko e ni. O ne tala ange ki e tui, pia na ke he ange e ki toko taha o ene kauta mai o eki. O kou kore ke tuku, ke toa, e hani ihi ai whanga hose e nima o kutoe. Ai aku kei toe i he kolo. Wakai o kunau tatau pe mo e tokolahi o Israeli, ai aku kei toe i ai. Wakai o kunau hangepe ko e tokolahi o Israeli, ai aku o whaka au sino pea ke tau whekau atu o mamata. Ko ia nau to'o ai onga hose toho e ua, pea na e whekau atu e he tui ki he kau tau o Siria o ne pehe, alu o waka.
And verse 13, the story goes on to say, and one of the officers answered the king, have some men take 5 of the horses that are left in the city. Their plight will be like that of all Israelites left here. Yes, they will only be like all these Israelites who are doomed. So let us send them to find out what happened. And so the king sent some officers and followed the 4 leprosy men back to the Aramean camp.
Pe tala mai he wholofola. Pa nai whekau e he tui, mantui. Raki te besi koia hono tolu. Ki he wahe koia hono fitu. Koe ki tamai o eiki eni. Na ane lea ki he palofita koia ko ilaisa. O pehe. O pehe. Pesa tolu pea. Na nofo ai kau tangata. Ke I vese no wa. Pea koe eiki koia na e whaaki ai ai tui ki hono ni ma. Na e tari o pehe ane ki he tangata oi o tua. O kai. Ka ne ongo. Ka ne ngahi e sihowa. A ngahi ka tupa I he langi. E whawhai koa ane ani. Pena e pehe e ia. E ilaisa. Wakai te ke mamata ki ai aki hamata. O ka ikai te ke kai me ia.
And so I want to take you back to verse 2 of 7, where we started, and the officer on whose arm the king was leaning on said to the man of God, he said to Elijah, "Look, even if the Lord should open the floodgates of the heavens, could this happen?" And Elijah said to him, "You will see it with your own eyes, but you will not eat any of it."
Na tā mai he wholoforane hanga he tui koe ni o whekau e ki ta mai o e koe ni kene re ohi e matapā ki e kolo koe ai kautau e sinina.
And you see, God told Elijah to tell the king that he was going to open the floodgates through the Aramean camp.
Na e whekau e he tui o Israeli kene ki ta mai o e ki koe na e whalala ki ai. Koe tahai a kau sotia kene re ohi ai matapā ko ia koi kolo. Ka e hū o toa ki rota e kau sotia mo I kakai o nau sio ke omi e ngahi koloa o nau whakamoni koe mooni e rea I ki kau kiria koe ni e tau wha.
And so, what the officers, just like what Elijah